Because I had no idea how to navigate these situations myself, here is my introductory video on how to survive a very fancy dinner. These meals are usually very long, so wear something comfortable. And because you're seated, you're only seen from the waist up. The lighting is typically low, so opt for bold makeup and bright jewelry to draw attention to your face. When you arrive, you'll probably see something like this: a bunch of cutlery, plates, and a napkin. As a general rule of thumb, the smaller the piece of cutlery, the earlier you use it. The salad fork is smaller than the dinner fork. But first off, you should take the napkin off and put it on your lap. If you're in a very fancy place, they may offer you a black napkin if you have dark clothing. You don't have to accept it. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. Next thing to worry about is your drinks. Typically, your water cup is smallest and closest to you. The bigger, rounder glass is for red wine, and the narrower glass is for white wine. Anything you don't use, they'll take away. On your left-hand side is your bread plate, but if someone else takes it accidentally, just take the one that's open. It's really rude to point out their mistake. Just ask a waiter for another if you need it. You may have a spoon and fork on top of your plate. It's for dessert, but you also might not. Just ignore it for now. Make sure to check that your cutlery and plates are clean. It's absolutely not rude to ask for a new one if one still is a little bit dirty. When you're ordering things, there's going to be a lot of people. Pay attention to what they're wearing and what they're doing. Usually their outfit denotes exactly what their responsibilities are. Some of them just bring you water, and some of them manage the entire floor. But you can usually pick out the sommelier. They're the ones who help you decide what wine to have. It may seem intimidating, but I promise everything they do is for a reason. The whole weird ritual of sampling wine, looking at the cork, checking the label, is all to make sure that when you buy the wine, it hasn't been corked, which means gone bad. They usually pour just a sip into a glass. Take a look and make sure none of the cork bits are floating in it. Swirl it around so the smell comes out, give it a sniff, and take a sip. If it smells or tastes musty or like wet dog or wet cardboard, the wine's gone bad. This is not an instance to say you don't like the wine. It's surely to test that the bottle you ordered hasn't gone bad. When you look at a menu, there's going to be a couple options. You can either have something that's prefix, meaning you pay a set price for a set menu, or you may order a la carte. Some places have 2 courses, some places have 3 courses, some places have up to 6 courses. But regardless, when you're done, set your menu down and look up at the waiter. It'll signal that you're ready to order. There may be other things brought to you throughout the meal that you didn't order yourself. Things like an amuse-bouche, a fresh towel to clean your hands, maybe even a bite from the chef. If you're unsure, just ask the waiter, "Oh, what's this? This looks amazing." And they'll tell you what to do. If you drop a utensil, just let it go. I know it seems rude, but I promise they'll bring you a new one. It happens to me all the time. Leave your utensils in a way that looks like you're still eating, so they're easy to grab. And if you're done eating, put them together and kind of slide them to the side. Take your plate, push it back a little bit, grab your wine and relax. That signals to the waiter that you're all done with whatever course you're at. Now, I know this seems like a lot of rules, but I promise none of it matters as long as you are nice and you are happy. Enjoy your food, have a good conversation, and always tip well.